Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It's Monday, and guess what, Keisha? Finally, Mugshot Monday has returned.
We're back. We're back.
back.
And do you feel a little bit pressured because like so many people have been waiting for the show and for the podcast recaps to come out? I'm like, oh my God, are we still going to be funny and entertaining? I feel pressure.
I feel pressure, and there will be a segment coming up that all of you have been calling for, so everybody just fucking relax. We saw it. We saw it.
Oh, a blind person could have seen that shit.
We saw it. We're going to talk about it. Everybody's like, what are you going to talk about? I was like, it just came out Friday. Today's Sunday. We're recording. It comes out Monday. You guys, Mugshot Monday is always Monday. You can remember it because it's Mugshot Monday. That's how you
Starts
can remember.
With an M.
Starts with an M. Let me have a little sip of my coffee because I've had quite a morning already.
Ooh, I have coffee this morning, and I'm super jealous that I just saw you drinking that. It looked all rich and creamy.
Yes. Everybody, I'm back at my beach house. Nothing has happened. Nothing has exploded in my abdomen. I've had no medical emergencies. It's been 24 hours. I did a PTSD tour of the place where it happened. Yesterday, I made myself go by the spot twice, and I'm fine. Everything's fine.
It's kind of like when Bianca took us back to the crash site of her car accident.
Totally.
You know, you gotta, work through it.
You got to work through it. Yeah, I'm working through it. If you guys want like a super detailed medical explanation about what happened to me after I went to the doctor at Johns Hopkins, that is on the Hunt for Love episode that was on Friday that I put out with Amy. I think it was like 17 minutes we talked about it, which is probably 16 minutes too long. But people wrote and they were like, God, I could have listened to it for 2 hours. It was fascinating. I was like, really? I find it super fucking boring. But anyway, if you want to really like get into the nitty gritty of medically what happened, it's there. Anyway, just know this. I had the type of aneurysm I had was 0.01% in the world of 10 million people. There will be one or two. And I'm one of them. Yay.
You know, there's something about Libras. Like when we do something, we do it good. And we're like, I'm in that 1 percentile right there. And that 1% is going to be me. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. Like when we do something, we are fucking committed to it. And we're going to follow through. We're going to do it hard and live to tell the tale.
And apparently the author Sebastian Junger, who wrote The Perfect Storm and some other things, had the exact same type of aneurysm that I had and wrote a book about his near-death experience. Now, I didn't have a near-death experience. I got to tell you, Kate Casey was disappointed. She was like, God, I wish you just would have seen the light so you could tell us what's on the other side. I was like, Kate, no.
Okay, so I will say this. I won't take it that far, but I will say this. I think when you tell that story, you should start off with, it was a near-death experience. Every time you tell it, you need to add that on.
Well,
it kind of was.
Not kind of. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was. They near death.
I didn't know, but when we went and met with the doctor, Dave was saying things like they were coming and telling him, like, if the interventional radiology team is not here in the next 10 minutes, we're just going to have to cut her open to fix it ourselves, which is not the way you want to fix an aneurysm. And they were like, they were saying things like, she's not out of the woods yet, or
that's near death.
They were saying lots of things to him to indicate that I could die. Now, either I didn't hear that
near death,
or I was on drugs.
You were near death.
I was on the Dilaudid.
Okay. So from here on out, when you tell the story, you say, I got to tell you guys about my near-death experience.
All right.
Every single time.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to be that dramatic about it, but
I think you should be.
All right.
Milk it. Milk it.
Oh my God. Keisha, we have to talk about these people. Now, how long has it been since we've been with our prisoners? I mean, has it been 2-3 months?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
I missed them. I've been sad. I've missed talking to you, especially about this stuff.
And just the stupidity of some of the things that we see on the show.
It's the outfits, the get-ups, the stupidity,
the hair, the wigs.
Yeah, and I gotta say,
the language.
Oh God, the grammar. the
We heard
grammar.
some things that were just not right Friday night, and
Mm, mm,
coming from
mm.
me, that's saying a lot.
That's right. Well, let's get started because it's probably going to take us a while. So, this is Life After Lockup. Questionable season 6B, episode 11. Also, season 7, episode 1. Take for what you want.
Okay.
Just, we don't try to make sense of it here.
We're back on the saddle of it.
Yeah, we just
We're on Matt
6B,
Sharp's time.
6B 11 or 7-1. Just take your
Okay.
pick, whatever looks aesthetically pleasing to you. So
Okay.
we're going to start with now are we going to help me, LaTisha or
Okay.
LaTisha? Can we remember? Because it's been a while since it's been several seasons since we've seen
Because
her.
we had it locked down.
Yeah.
It's LaTisha.
I think it's Tisha. I think it's LaTisha. Yeah.
I think it's Tisha. It's Tisha.
And Keith.
Criminal.
Yeah, criminal.
So
now,
called master criminal.
If you guys don't know, you could just do like a Reddit real quick. But she herself has been arrested more times than Keith, I think, just for more petty offenses.
I feel like at some point it's going to be a switch. It's going to be love during lockup, but she's going to be the one who's locked up this time because she cannot keep getting away with the stuff that she's doing.
She does a lot of like skipping her rent and moving out in the middle of the night and things like that. And then she'll say like, oh, the sink was broken, so I don't have to pay the rent for 6 months or something. She's done a lot of fraud things with her tax filing company that we saw in an empty office that they rented for the day. With just every single plaque that could say Boss Babe. And but look, I gotta say, we start off we're in Pueblo, Colorado, because that's where Keith is in jail. She says he's getting dropped off at the bus station in 3 hours, and she just can't believe it. And I gotta say, her hair looks great. She's petting her hair a lot. She's doing a lot of hair petting, but I think she looks good.
Oh yeah, she looked great. Look, her last season on here, it was rough. She had those cockroach antennas in her hair that just never quite went down. You can tell she was struggling financially the last time that we saw her. Like she may still be in that position now, but she looks like she stole someone's money and kind of got her hair done, got the lingerie. Her body is banging. I mean, she looks good. Yeah, I cannot take that away from her.
A lot of
she
people
still got those Muppet lips, though. She's got
well, she can't help that, but
I think she does. I think she plumps them.
I think she's really pretty, and it's stupid to say like, oh, this is a really pretty woman, but I thought she was pretty last time, and you told me I was wrong. But I still think she's pretty.
I think she's cute.
She looks a lot better, and
yes,
it's interesting. A lot of people were like, she posted all the pictures of herself in that outfit in that hotel room before she went to get him. So people, and then put like the movie camera emoji. So people were like, I guess this is getting filmed. So she had like spoiled the whole thing on her own Instagram because that's what they do, these people.
Because she's attention seeking. Like if anyone on this show is attention seeking, it's her. Big time.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she doesn't have an OnlyFans.
Maybe she should. She looks good in that lingerie. So, okay, so they've been together 4 years, married for 2 years. And she says, oh my God, he's getting dropped off. And maybe an hour after that, I'm going to be pregnant. Aunt Marcia calls. You remember Aunt Marcia?
Biz
Marquis. And she says, oh, look at all these clothes and everything I've got for him. And I got these clothes and these shoes. I had to get the big size boxers because he has such a big dick. Okay. I don't think that's how that works because it goes by
how that works.
Waist size and yeah. Okay.
I mean, you could consider what type of underwear to get, but not the size. Maybe they need to be a little bit longer, perhaps.
Ew. I don't know. I don't know what guys do with their stuff. They fold it up.
I don't know either.
So in her talking head, she says, I've never been in a situation where I haven't been intimate with somebody. Like we're already a family. We're in love. We're married. And we've never been intimate. She was like, but this is what the Bible says. What would Jesus do? So, all right, girl.
Okay, now look, you're going a little bit too goddamn far because the Bible did not say your husband was in prison. The Bible did. The Bible says thou should not steal, and we know you most definitely like to steal. So I think you just should leave the Lord Jesus Christ out of all of this. Yeah,
That's right. I think thou shall not steal is top 5.
it is. It's
Top
pretty
5.
important.
It
Yeah,
says, yeah. Don't kill. That's good too. So,
that too.
anyway, so she goes, I've just been so distracted in my life because, I didn't know when my husband was getting out. And so I got behind on my bills. I didn't take care of my hair. I didn't clean my,
We
now
know.
she wants us to know, I heard y'all last season. I know it looked
Yep,
like shit. I'm going to say it out
we
loud. So
did.
everybody in the back I know it looked bad.
I'm glad she knows.
And she says, I didn't clean my house. And then I got charged with theft due to a dispute with a client. When they show the close up of her arrest warrant and it says her bond was $5,000, she served 2 days in jail. And she goes, but I am, fighting the case because I am innocent. So we'll see what happens.
And,
Okay.
and this is not her first time in jail either. She's been in and out of jail a lot.
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. At some point, they're going to say, look, you're like a repeat offender here. Like, I think you need
Right.
to spend more than 2 days in jail, But I mean, for her girl's sake, I hope she gets it together and she doesn't have to do any real hard time. But
I think because all her crimes are just very misdemeanor white collar crimes. So she just goes in
Mhm.
for 2 days, comes out. She's not doing like what Keith's doing, and we'll get to that. So,
Right.
um, now this white stretch limo like Escalade comes over. It's so tacky. She's got all these balloons, which are stupid, and she
Mhm.
has 2 pillows that she like stole from the hotel room with no cases.
I d- the only thing that makes any kind of sense to me is that she plans on using those either because they've got such a long drive
Uh
that
huh.
they're going to want to lay down,
Uh huh.
or she's going to use those to enhance certain sexual positions.
I think B, because she also
Yeah.
wants she wants to get
Yes.
pregnant right away. She has to raise her
Yeah.
hips up when they're done, as we see
Well,
later with
hopefully
Brooke and JK.
she's like took an ovulation kit and she knows for sure she's got this time frame right here to get pregnant. But he's had such a large dick, I guess it's just going straight up there.
I'm looking
So
at how old is she? She's 38. Guys, if you're watching on video, I've got their pictures up here. And he's not cute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. He's
he's
not
not
cute.
cute and his hairline is really far back. And I just feel like
Oh,
those
that heavy
braids
hair.
are
Yeah.
pulling it even more so. And then all those goddamn gold teeth. I don't look, I know some women think that's sexy. I do not want someone with all gold teeth in my face because I feel like you've got dental issues, had dental issues. I feel like you look like you've been eating sticks of butter. It doesn't look gold and shiny to me at all.
Sticks of
It's
butter.
just some women love that. Oh, they just love it. I'm like, no, buy me gold jewelry. I'll
Sure.
love that. But your teeth,
His is a grill
you're good.
because he doesn't have it in his talking head, but he had it in when he came out of prison. So his is
No,
pop in, pop out.
keep it out.
Keep it out.
Keep it out.
So she says to the limo driver, pillow fight. It looks like there's champagne. They're later popping it. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's allowed to do that. So she says they have 1 day to make it from the prison in Colorado to Iowa. So she's hired this car. So I looked this up, Keisha.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
he initially, when he got out, was in a halfway house in Davenport, Iowa, but then he got moved to a re-entry program in Kansas City, Kansas. So here is the
Okay.
length, but the distance between
Okay.
these places. Okay. Pueblo, Colorado, to where he got out, to
Hmm.
Davenport, Iowa, where she lives, where he was first going, is 13
Hmm.
hours driving.
That's insane to pay for a limo to drive that many hours.
And it has to turn around and go back. So he's
Why
paying for
didn't she just drive? We've seen her drive there before.
She could have had her license taken away for some
What
other
that
reason.
bitch cares? You think that
Well,
bitch cares about that?
that's a great
Mm-mm.
point. She wouldn't care about that. You're so right. Well, so then if he did get moved, like this Sarcasm article said, from the halfway house in Davenport to Kansas City, Kansas, that's 5 hours.
Mhm.
So if he was in a reentry program, she would have to drive 5 hours to see him. So here's what I'm thinking. She rented this thing to pick him up. But later on, we do see them the next day in the back of that limo, and they are in different clothes. She's in a whole different outfit. So I do wonder, but how much would that cost to pay for that limo? You're basically paying for it for 2 full days. So it's 26 hours.
Yeah.
That's $10,000 probably.
There's no way she could do it. And I would hope, like, I didn't notice the change of clothes, but maybe it's because she actually put clothes on.
Yeah.
Because we just see her in lingerie. So at some point, I would hope she would just put on clothes and, they stop by McDonald's or something like that, and walk in looking like that. So, but I was like, that's insane. I said, I don't know how much that costs, but it sounds like it's a shit ton of money. And maybe she sold somebody's credit card, Mary Payne, to pay for the trip. I don't know. I would have put it past her.
Marsha did a GoFundMe. I don't know. So then I looked up some of his stuff on his record. Okay. Because he had a very long sentence, 11 years in federal prison. And it was a non-violent crime. So people were like, that's way too long. It's sort of like what people say, like about the Chrisleys, right? 12 years in federal prison, too long, what they did, non-violent. But it was because he was a career offender and had been getting arrested since he was 17. And while he was in prison, 2 times he got days added to his sentence. He got about 80 days added to his sentence because of bad behavior, disruptive conduct, and having a weapon.
Oh, that's okay.
And in 2019, he was labeled as highly likely to recidivate.
Oh, well, then there you go. That explains it all right there. Because I thought too, I was like, that was a long sentence.
Yeah. It's because he was such a career offender. They were like, you've been doing this since you're 17 and you hadn't learned a lesson yet. So
they got that in common.
That's true. They are both career offenders. So
they really are.
Here he comes and he brings her some jail flowers, which was nice. I guess somebody made them.
Cute. Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
I was like, are they Lego flowers? Are they paper flowers? They were paper flowers. They were pretty.
It's very creative.
So he had his grill in, and that was like, oh my God. So it's probably like his grill from 11 years ago that maybe his teeth moved and it doesn't fit him as well anymore. Yeah. But he sounds a little like that. But then later on, he didn't have it in, and he sounded like that too. So I think that's just the way he talks. He shows her some prison art and whatever. And in the talking head, he goes, I missed out a lot being in prison for 11 years. I missed watching my kids grow. Now we see a photo of his son that we didn't know he had, who's 15. So he hadn't seen that kid since the kid was 4.
And I think he has a couple of kids.
Because he says kids.
I think he has 3. Because I remember somewhere at some point they said 5 kids altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 3. We don't even know how old the other kids are.
That's a good memory, Keisha. So he says, I was telling myself I was living that street life to make money for my family. That's what I told myself. But, the government doesn't like it when you try to make quick money.
Well, because it's illegal. You know what I mean?
You're selling drugs.
You're selling drugs and yeah.
But he says his only goal right now is to never go back. He's never going back. So
well, he with the wrong woman.
Just remember, he's going to be CEO of her tax accounting practice, even though he has no tax accounting experience.
Yeah. Does she?
Great point.
We know she knows how to do everything wrong. Like, do you know any of the? I mean, what did you study? Did you study while you were in jail on how to do taxes? Like,
listen,
something's not adding up.
So she gives him some clothes that she brought him and says, look, there's a couple choices in there. So go change. So she is sitting there crying in the bus station going, my king is here. My husband is here. We can consummate our marriage. We can start our life, amen.
Mary Payne, we saw her cry 3 times. And of all 3 times, she still couldn't collect enough tears to have a teardrop.
Are you saying that she's acting? Are you saying she's not sincere? Is that what you're saying?
I think she's thinking about Dick.
She definitely is thinking about Dick.
Yeah.
So she shows him the Cadillac stretch limo, and he goes, I don't know if we should be rolling up in this. Like, I don't know how the PO would feel. And then and then she does the flash, for the lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
Talking it together, she says, my wife being there for me was different than any other relationship I've ever had. Like, I never thought I'd marry anybody, but, we're looking forward to extending our family. And she says, yeah, like I have kids and he has kids, but I would like a biological child with my husband. And she was like, I'm almost 40, so she better get cracking.
That baby's going to come out with handcuffs on already.
So he says, look, this limo kind of makes me worried. I don't want to get violated, when I drive up after I've already been through so much. And he's like, but I'm really looking forward to being with you. And she goes, it's fine. We could just get on the bus together, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if like this is going to be like, we're going to have to let the limo go so we're going to have to go on the bus together. And then she's like, here's the $12 I told you I'd pay you for being on the show, not the $10,000 it would cost to drive 26 hours.
Yeah.
And then she goes, well, we have some free time until the bus gets here. And then they cut off the camera. So maybe what they show is they change and then they get on a bus together and go 13 hours.
Ooh, that's a long ride.
Yeah. So I put LOL. Of course, she's not planning on taking this limo on a 26-hour trip. She was always planning on this drive around the block and then get on the bus. All right.
All for show.
All for show. Now, we have Will and Courtnee next, and why I did not get a picture of them, I couldn't tell you. Maybe because they weren't on very much. But did I say last time he was on, did I say he looks like Colt? Did I say he kind of reminds me of Colt? Because I'm currently watching Colt on 90 Day Hunt for Love, he's top of mind. And I feel like I may have said it before, but this guy, he reminds me of Colt. A taller, thinner Colt.
Look, I just need for him to make a decision with his hair. Are we growing the hair out? Are we going to cut it? I mean, he looks like he's auditioning for like the adult version of the Little Rascals. He just needs the little point up. Like, it looks horrible, looks greasy, looks wet.
Greasy. He looks dirty.
It's just, he does. I don't get it. I don't know why. He
looks dirty. He looks dirty.
He does.
So, he's, frantic. He can't get in touch with, God, I already forgot her name. Courtney with the E's. Courtnee. He can't get in touch with Courtnee. So he talks to her mom, Susie, who's like, if I haven't heard from her in a couple of days, like I actually get worried. Something's always gone wrong. Yeah. And talking to Eddie says they've now been apart for 6 weeks. Because remember, she's in Portland at the halfway house. He's in Sacramento. They're trying to do the interstate compact. That's why they got married, to get her over there. So he goes to see his buddy. And it looks like he's drinking because they're playing pool. And I thought he was a dead sober person, but it looks like they're drinking.
I don't know, because I could not get past his friend. Like, his hair, literally, I was like, at any moment he's going to break away. Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Like, he looked like he was auditioning for Fall Out Boy, or I don't know. It was the long emo bangs swooped off to the side. I was just like, what? They are like part of the members of the bad haircut club, because it was just bad.
I think he was losing his hair and he thought this was a way so you couldn't see if I just brush it way forward like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do what you gotta do.
So he goes to talk to his buddy and he goes, yeah, man, like I've been married for 6 weeks now and like I haven't been able to get in touch with her for a few days. And it's just like, what are we doing? Yeah. And his buddy goes, man, who knows what she's doing? She could be doing drugs. She could be talking to those sugar daddies. And all I can say is they're playing skee ball. And I fucking love skee ball.
I love skee ball. Oh, I love it.
I will lose all my money at skee ball. I will be like, next time I'm going to hit it. I'm going to get those tickets next time.
I love it.
So close. Ooh, now I've got it. You got to go to the right. I got it. I got it this time.
Yep. It's always a good time.
I saw a little skee ball game that you could get like a cornhole or something. But it was skee ball and you could like set it up on the beach or whatever. I was like, it seems heavy.
You need that.
It seems heavy to take to the beach, but maybe I could just set it up in my living room.
I think you need to order that as soon as we're done recording today.
God, I love skee ball. Why is it so fun?
I don't know, because I'm not like a person that likes a whole bunch of physical stuff like that.
Oh, you either.
About that swing back and then woo.
Yeah.
And then just watching. I don't know.
And you're just like, oh, I got the 10, but I wanted to get the 20. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was very focused on the skee ball, and then he walked away. I was like, don't walk away from skee ball. So she calls. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck? Where are you? What's going on? And she goes, so they came to my room. And I guess she means at the halfway house because
Mhm.
they will toss your room once a week at a halfway house. So I don't know, except for
Yeah.
Harry's. At Harry's halfway house,
Oh,
it was
no.
encouraged.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Um, she says they came to my room and anyway, so they found something and it was GHB. And he goes, huh? What's that? Keisha, do you know
Yeah.
about GHB? Because I've got a lesson for you.
Absolutely. At first I was like, is that kind of like in Houston they call it purple syrup, but that was like the cough medicine. So no, I don't know what this is.
Well, I'll just say that Bill Cosby would have been a fan, right? So it's a
Oh.
little bit of a date R drug.
Okay.
Here's what it is. It's medical uses. Doctors sometimes prescribe it for narcolepsy. In
Mm.
some countries, Canada and Europe, and the FDA has approved a product containing GHB for cataplexy, which is associated with narcolepsy. It was originally used as an anesthesia in the 60s, but recreationally is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
It's abused for its euphoric and sedative effects. It's known for its street names like liquid ecstasy, different from ecstasy,
Ooh.
G, liquidy, liquid X, or fantasy, and often used by sexual predators to incapacitate their victims.
Well, that's scary.
It's drowsiness, reduced anxiety, memory impairment, visual hallucinations, excited and aggressive behavior. It can also, of course, cause nausea, vomiting, blah 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 blah, loss of
I mean, so
consciousness.
some of those sounded pretty cool, but the
Yeah,
majority of it doesn't sound cool at all. No. Mm.
and withdrawal can be severe and include insomnia, anxiety, tremors, sweating, heart rate, blood pressure, psychosis.
Mm-mm.
So it is in the United States a Schedule 1 offense. So it is like it's on the same level with heroin. Okay. That's what she had,
Okay,
guys.
let me correct myself for someone DMs me. I meant purple syrup or lean. I
Hmm.
when I was talking about here, but these two are not even in the same family.
But isn't okay? Here we go. Here come two ladies talking about drugs they don't know about. Isn't
Mm-hmm.
purple syrup, syrup?
Uh-huh.
Isn't all
Uh-huh.
that? Which I just had
Mm-hmm. No,
a
you were
stroke right
right.
there. Lean. Isn't that it? Literally is cough syrup mixed with something else. It's like narcotic cough
Yeah.
syrup, and you try to drink
Uh-huh.
all of it
Uh-huh.
and stay awake.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
We
great.
think
We
we're
did.
right-ish. We're right-ish.
It does look like cough syrup. This apparently is like a more of a thin, light liquid that you keep in a little vial and you can sort of shoot it. That's what I
Oof.
read. Okay.
That stuff sounds dangerous.
Anyway, she didn't have extra strength Tylenol, is what my point.
Okay.
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 So he goes, what the fuck? And she goes, it's like that kind of like syrupy drug. And he goes, what? And then she goes, I just can't do it. I just can't. I just don't want to do it anymore. He goes, what are you talking about? And she goes, I'm in jail. And he's like, are you kidding me? He's so
Yeah.
mad. And
Yeah.
he goes, when are you getting out? She goes, I mean, 6 days or 6 months. Like, it's unclear. I don't know.
That's a big difference
She has no idea.
between 6 days and 6 months.
I think a lot of times when you go into jail like that, especially if you're kind of a repeat offender and you're not just like you just did something and they're like, you'll be out tomorrow, just wait for your lawyer to
Right.
come. Um, they don't tell you. And you have no way of asking anybody because the POs don't know, you know,
I just feel like she
the
should have
COs
started the
rather.
phone call off with, I'm in jail, bitch. I need money on my books. Like all of this little girl talk, it didn't help her at all. I think he is used to that and over that and is starting to see her for like, she's a manipulator.
But she was, yes, all of that is true. But never did I hear, I'm an addict. I have a problem. I need help. It was, I can't do this anymore. Can you believe they did this to me? It was victim. It was like she's
Victim.
the victim
Yeah.
instead of admitting she did something wrong, right?
Well, just like that night he called her and she sounded like she was on something and she like jumped his ass. She was probably doing this shit.
Because it sounds very, what I just described sounds like how she sounded
Mm-hmm.
on the phone, right?
Yep. Yep.
So she's crying. And she goes, I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't.
Not do drugs. I don't know. Let's start there.
And she goes, will you like put money on my books? And he goes, no, no.
Yep.
And she goes, but we're married. It's for better, for worse. And he goes, yeah, but the worst is just 6 weeks in. And he goes, and we just got, we're just getting the ball rolling on the interstate compact. And now that's going to be ruined.
Yep.
And talking to Eddie goes, this is insanely selfish on her part. And, I get it. Addiction is really tough, but how can I help somebody who won't help themselves? And we were together, we instantly clicked, but I'm not going to put up with this. So, okay, good.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
So she goes, I just feel like shit. I know I fucked up. And he goes, why are you all mad at me? You're the one who fucked up. You're the one that did something wrong. And she goes, so when I get out, you're going to come pick me up because I'm all alone. I'm all by myself. And he goes,
you're not by yourself. You're in there with like probably 50 other women
that you
like you're not alone.
You may have seen before in these prisons.
Yeah.
And he goes, eat that jail food, wait your ass out. Click, hangs up on her.
Yes. Yes. I loved it. I loved it. Bravo, Will. Bravo. That had me amped up right there. I could have done some push-ups after he said that. I was like,
do you think she's going to call her mom next, or she knows better?
I don't think she's going to call her mom. I don't think her mom's going to pick up that phone call because, Will's going to go straight in there and call the mom because they're both been so worried about her. So I feel so bad for her mom, and this is her only kid, and
I know
she's just hell bent on living the fast life.
I know, it's sad. Okay, let's talk about Brooke and JK.
Ew.
Now, I do think I have a picture of these dummies. Here we go. All right, add to stage. Brooke and JK. Okay, so you guys, all my pictures have the WE TV logo across because I got them off the screener. But Brooke still is listed as a merchandiser, and he is still listed as unemployed. And that's a great picture of her, by the way.
Gosh, I hate her moon cookie face. It's just so round.
Keisha, that's terrible.
She just reminds me of a moon cookie. I don't know what it is. And she's smug, and she just, the attitude, the way she talks, all of it, all of it. I'm a round face kind of person, but she's just a moon cookie. I can't. I like him way better than I like her. And he's gross.
I don't like either one of them. And it's hard too, because usually in one of these couples, you're kind of rooting for somebody, but here,
no, not the case.
So we open up with them joking about it's pre-seed day for them to try and get pregnant.
You say what now? Pre-seed?
Pre-seed, like you do for your yard, like you put out the seed so that when it rains, it'll,
But they're talking in sexual.
Yeah. She explains that she inserted something like a lube. So,
that's right. Okay.
So it's a lube. So when they have sex, it helps the swimmers. These people are 32 years old. They're really not to the point of needing all that. I mean, okay. She's trying to get pregnant real fast to make sure she can lock him down.
Keep him. Yeah. And why you would want to lock down a toothless person, I have no idea. None at all. Crazy.
Here's a man living on tether in his mom's living room. And this girl has 2 kids with 2 dads who she's clearly not trying to see because she's staying with this guy who lives an hour away on the living room floor of his mother's house.
Like, that is so, what kind of woman are you that you would be okay being at another woman's house, having sex on her living room floor?
Yep.
While your kids are being watched, not by their dads, they're being watched by your mom.
Yeah.
This is why I just can't with her.
And he's like lifting her legs up, trying to shake the sperm in to make sure it gets to where it needs to go.
And that's just not how it works. I don't
and she goes,
shaking helps.
I think he said, or she said, one of them said, we've talked about like, we're going to buy land. We're going to build our own home. We're going to start our life there. What money, what job, what skill set are you buying land and building your own home?
Mary Payne, I'm going to tell you real quick. I think I told you I was taking this content creator class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a group of dummies. And
the teachers or the students?
Her, the students, everybody. I'm like, I am too grown for this. So someone said, like, why are you doing content creation? And when this person in her delusion, she said the exact same thing that they said right
Oh.
there. Oh, all this land, all these extravagant things. I'm like, I'm leaving the group chat right now. It's I left after that. It was total delusion because it was like coming from nothing and putting, all your eggs in this basket. Like, I'm going to become this huge content creator. It does happen. But we weren't learning that from the teacher we had. I'm like, no, we all gonna be here struggling together. So yeah, I just when people start talking like that, I'm like, I gotta go. People that are talking that have like no teeth and stuff like that, like
Right.
there's levels. You got to start with dental hygiene first. Start there. Getting your
Don't
own
lose your
place.
teeth from your meth problem. That's your first.
Get your own place.
Uh-huh.
Get a job.
How about just get a room in a place? Just a room.
Yeah.
You could be a room in somebody else's place. You just gotta have
and
a room.
a bed. He doesn't even have a bed.
No.
Yeah.
They had blow-up mattresses on the floor. So she says, oh God, like your mom probably heard us this morning. And he goes, yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna get this ankle monitor just 3 more weeks. And she goes, you have to find a job. Because you think I don't know that? And he says his job search is rough. He's waiting to get a social security card and he's a convicted felon and he just needs to take whatever job he can get. Why doesn't he have a social security card? He was born in Texas or whatever. Like he should just have a social security. You mean he doesn't physically have a social security card? He knows his social security number. You could probably just print one off the website. What do you mean?
Or, I mean, I feel like he has plenty of time to go to the Social Security office and do whatever he needs to do to get a replacement.
Sit and wait.
Yeah.
Sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also hard to get a job because he's a convicted felon. He needs to take whatever job he can get. So he's going to meet with his buddy John it's this job. And I couldn't quite understand what they were talking about, but
I know. I understood it. Yeah. Okay, a lot of people do that.
You buy a truck and then you shuttle things back and forth. And then sometimes like if you have to go far away, you can like sleep in a hotel and then get something there and then bring it back. I'm like what? Like, what are we?
Yes. So my dad is retired and he did something that was kind of similar to that. But like for him, it would be like super expensive equipment pieces. Okay. Like sometimes like literally the size of a small box that needed to go to a plant or something like that. So you just pick up the package, you go straight there, do a quick turnaround and go back home. So that's what I actually think this is a pretty good idea for him.
Okay.
If he has a driver's license. Well, he does have a driver's license. I think this will be a good start for him, actually.
Okay. So, okay, she goes, well, how's that going to work? If like you go and you drop something, you have to stay at a hotel. How will that work if I have a kid? Like I'm going to need somebody to help me. And in her talking head, she reminds us she doesn't trust him for shit because he went and saw his ex, Alex. He reminds her why he had to do that, blah, blah, blah. So then he goes, are you still tracking me? And she goes, maybe. He goes, why? And she goes, don't do dumb shit and then I don't have to track you, JK. And he says, look, of course, I've thought about Alex, but I got to respect Brooke's wishes. I can't go see her anymore. All right. So that she gets dressed and she goes, I am going to get my kids, take them to school, and then I'm going to work. Okay, bye. Have a great day. Bye. Mom is fucking hates her. It's like, get out of here. Get those mattresses off the floor. Gross.
I'm just surprised the mom has said, like, she can't live here. I'm really surprised she's putting up with this.
She just comes, air quotes, after work and takes her kids to mom's house and then drives an hour, stays with him, has dinner, has sex, gets up in the morning, goes back home. No. Stupid. Like a 20-year-old with no responsibilities. No yeah. So mom goes, listen, have you noticed I'm staying in my bedroom more and more because my house is not my own? Yeah. And he goes, Mom, I'm sorry if you heard us this morning. She goes, yeah, and that too. And he goes, Mom, I've been gone 7 years, Mama.
Gross. We get it. Go get a whole motel room. Like, don't have it's different. It's one thing to have sex in your parents' home altogether, but at least do it in a bedroom. But you don't have a bedroom, right. So you don't do it in the living room where everyone else. I don't know. Those people probably want to sit there and eat all the potato chips that they have. Like, you can't even eat your potato chips in there because you're thinking about the sounds that you heard this morning. And you're totally disgusted. And then the potato chips get stale. And Kathy just wants to enjoy her living room and her potato chips.
I know. And then we got that out of your house. Don't forget about Marla, who lives in the nursing home room. And
Nursing home
she
room,
can't
Marla.
use her porta potty in peace. Uh-uh.
She can't. And then the dad lives there, the stepdad. It's
He
too many people in this, what, 2-bedroom house?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
So mom says, "Did you use the present I got you?" Which was like a big bag of condoms. And she says, "Or is Brooke on birth control?" And he goes, "No, mama, like I'm trying to have a baby." And mom Googles how much it costs to raise a baby until 18 years old. $375,000, to which I say, that's a low ball.
I
That
think so too.
375K is a
Yep.
low ball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So in the talking head, he says, listen, I want the two of us to be a power couple where I'm
Here
making
we go.
money and she's making money and we come together with our plenty of money. We got goals I want to achieve. Don't forget about the land and the house and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, get some teeth first, get a job.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
can't talk about
Mm-hmm.
you're not Darcy and Stacey power couple. You can't talk about that.
Everyone wants to be a power couple. You're not Jay-Z and Beyonce. Y'all are not billionaires. Like,
Mm-mm.
it doesn't work like, I don't even think these people know what that means to be a
I
power
don't,
couple.
I
I don't think
agree.
they do. I think they think that you have to be like Jay-Z and Beyonce. You got to be super rich and have all these
Yeah.
things and all that. No, you don't. I feel like you and Dave are a power couple. I feel like me and James are power couples. It's
Yeah.
just being in a marriage, being respectful, growing a life, and all this, and that, and not all this extra bullshit. And dental insurance, shit like that. Like, these people don't even have insurance, and they're talking about having a baby
And building a home on the land that they
with
don't
the
own.
land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not even thinking about how much it costs for the upkeep of the land.
It's insane. So
What?
in Talking Head, she says, well, I hadn't told JK, but I have a secret, and it'd be hard for us to bring a baby into the world right now. And right now, I got $23 to my name, and I really do want to have a baby, but life is expensive. So are kids.
You're not even really taking care of yours, so.
Now, I mean, how do you know? So she goes to see Bonnie. Now, if we recall, Bonnie is JK's friend and Brooke's
Yep.
roommate, and she says JK is getting $100 a couple of times a week by selling his plasma.
Mm.
What?
Wow.
What? So that means he's giving blood twice a week? Is that what
Yeah.
that means? Okay.
And then they take the plasma out of the blood, right?
I don't.
Is that how they
Again,
do
I
it?
don't know. We
I
don't.
don't know.
We don't know
I
about
mean,
these things.
I've seen a big plasma center like not too far away from us,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not exactly sure. Let's just stick with they're taking your blood.
Okay, because
giving blood.
Ingrid goes to the Red Cross at least once a month, sometimes twice, because she has O positive. She has the universal donor blood.
Oh, okay.
Because she's
Of
Ingrid.
course she does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she gives blood all the time. Do they take her plasma? Is that what she's doing? I don't know.
I
Unclear.
don't know. I feel like plasma like has to be in something that twirls around really
Spins.
fast.
You
I
pull the
think
plasma out.
so. Because
Yeah.
I think I saw that when they were doing like that vampire
Yes.
facial thing.
Yes.
Yes. I knew we would get it together eventually. I knew we would figure it out.
They
Yeah.
take your blood, they spin it, and then they do
Yes.
microneedles all over your face and put your own plasma back into your face.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if
Great.
that's what they're going to use JK plasma for.
Well, I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, we won't touch that. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
other than that, he doesn't have a job. So talking head, JK goes, this trucking business I think is going to be for me. Is it called Hot Shot? Is it called
They call it hot shot.
Is Hot Shot
That's
what
not
they
like the. I don't think that's the official term of it, but that's what I've always heard it be referred to as hot shot.
Okay, because of his teeth and whatnot, I couldn't understand if he was saying hot shot. Like I wrote it down. Is he saying hot shot? Okay.
It's hot shot. Yeah.
So he meets up with his cousin John, and it's like the battle of the dangling cigarettes. He's like, and they show him this truck. Now JK meets CJ. CJ shows him the truck. The asking price for this truck, it's like a used big pickup truck, is $25K. And JK goes, yeah. Like, I'm not going to be able to buy that today or anything, man, because I'm working on building up my credit. And yeah.
This guy doesn't get, this guy's not trying to finance you. He wants the money. Like,
just give it, you got $25K or not. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Ugh.
By the way, he could just find something smaller and
Yes.
reliable for
Yes.
$10,000 off of CarMax,
Yes, he could. And he could still do the same job.
same job.
And you can
Mhm.
make pretty good money doing this.
Yeah.
You really can.
He just
Yeah.
needed a reliable
So
car. Yeah.
he doesn't need this big of a truck. He doesn't.
So he says, "Yeah, I gotta work on providing for my family, building my credit, and I'm working on some financing." I'm sure this guy's like, "What the fuck? What TV show?" I thought, okay,
Can
well,
someone watching this show come by my truck? Because this fucker right here ain't got no money.
I,
So
I I took off work to show my truck to this guy, and now you're in my
yeah.
front yard telling me what? This guy's got a tattoo on his
Hmm.
head. So, um, so back to Brooke. She's talking to Bonnie. She goes to Bonnie's job, and she goes, "Bonnie, we need to talk about the bills. I can't pay your half of my half no more." So I guess she's just like being nice and paying Bonnie's bills.
I
Why?
thought that was really weird. I was like, when did this happen? I
She
just
goes,
assumed it was splitting
I,
it.
I need you to pay all your half. And Bonnie goes, yeah, I'm picking up extra shifts. I'm going to really try hard to pay all my share. And then Brooke goes, I'm really trying hard and everything, but I did lose my job. But I didn't tell anybody. And you can't tell anybody, but I lost my job that day. I stormed out to go find JK over at Alex's. And she looks basically at Bonnie and goes, "Are you more loyal to me or JK? I need you to be a girl's girl and like not tell him." And I don't know why she's telling Bonnie all this. I think she could just say, "Hey, Bonnie, times are tough. I need you to pay all your rent." She didn't have to
And
give
I
me
think
details.
it has been proven a few times that Bonnie is all about JK. She don't give a fuck about these girls because she's still hoping she can get with JK. So I'm like, why would you? No, tell her she has to pay her fucking bills. It's as simple as that. Like, you have to.
Is JK the hottest piece of ass in Lubbock, Texas? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, I don't really go to Lubbock,
I don't even know. Okay.
but I've heard they have a look about the people. The people have a look about them.
Is the look what JK looks like?
I think so.
Okay. Well, we don't know. I'm sure if you're from
We're
Lubbock, I'm
sorry.
sure you're lovely.
We're sorry. Yes, yes,
Um,
yes, yes, yes,
there are
yes.
different parts of town in every town.
But
So
if you're from Lubbock, send us a picture of yourself.
prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong, please.
We're gonna get so many. You guys, it was Keisha that said it. Okay. So
Sorry.
anyway, Brooke goes, "Real shit, girl. I got you. I would never. You tell me not to say something, I won't say it. Fist pump, sorority shake, no
Yeah.
problem. I'm your
Yep.
girl." And then Brooke says, "I mean, if he finds out I don't have a job, he'll leave me. And I need a job like today. He's gonna leave you because you don't have a job.
I
He doesn't have
know.
a job.
I
What?"
know. I know. That like I don't know what else this guy has to do to prove that he just really only wants to fuck you and that's it. Like I mean, why would he leave her for not having a job?
Right. When he lives on his
Why?
mom's sofa. Right.
I don't get it. I wish she would have further explained that conversation that led to her believing that he would leave her for being unemployed.
Well, I was ready
I
for
don't know.
Bonnie to be like, "Go in there and put on an apron. We need people." I mean,
I
like,
kind of was. I thought that
anyway.
was going to lead to her saying, "Hey, are y'all hiring here?" But
Yeah.
no. Mm-mm.
And of course, the minute Brooke leaves, Bonnie goes, "I'm gonna text him right now. Like, I can't believe this shit." Like, even though she literally gave her like a blood oath, she still texted him. Yeah.
I'm like, Bonnie, can the girl put on her seatbelt and start the car before you send the text message? Like the door hasn't even closed all the way, and you're already texting JK. I'm like, geez, all right, girl, all
Oh,
right, I see you.
oh, funny. Okay, let's talk about Bianca and Daniel. I don't think I have a picture of them either. Maybe I was so grossed out by them, I just couldn't get a picture. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, Bianca and Daniel, okay, they got a new apartment, but the best news is
Mhm.
she cut her hair and she no longer looks like a vampire.
It
Praise.
looks okay. No, the problem was never that she looked like a vampire. The problem
Mhm.
was she looked like she got attacked by a vampire and last look. She still kind of got that look about her, but the hair most definitely looks better. It
She
looks
looks a
better.
lot better, and I think maybe not drinking has helped her because she doesn't look so, like, sunken
Probably
beneath the
so.
eyes and stuff.
She
Yeah,
doesn't. She
yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, she looks better.
Okay.
Same horrible attitude though.
Listen, trying to be nice.
Steps.
Okay.
Steps.
So Bianca's 24, Daniel's 31. They live in Phoenix. And she's like, this new apartment is a fresh start. Thank God, because another apartment was also vampire-esque. Remember, it had those like dark
It
green
was
walls. It
weird.
was
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes, new apartment, fresh start. We have a year lease. And, I really would like a commitment from him in the next 4 months. Well, she's given him 4 months because last time she gave him like 4 hours.
Sure.
So he's like, yep, I was able to get a car for myself, and he has this moving
Good.
furniture job. He's got the breathalyzer that he has to do, to make the car
Yep.
go. He goes, I've got this job moving furniture, but she's still not working. Now, did you notice when he's doing his talking head? First of all, he always looks like he's about to cry. But did you
Yes.
notice in his talking head, his lips look like he had a lip filler? Like if it was a girl, I'd say it was lip filler.
No, I didn't notice that.
No, he definitely doesn't have lip filler. I don't know if he got like a little herp or something and he put a lot of Vaseline on it. So it looked, but
Did you just say a little herb?
yeah, a little herp.
Okay, a little herb. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
going to use that this week.
maybe he had a little herp and he just tried to, put some Aquaphor or something on it. But just go back and look. His talking heads, and we'll probably see these same talking heads again. First of all, he looks like he's always about to cry, and his lips.
Well,
look
he's because
puffy.
he lives with Bianca. Of course, he's always on the verge of tears. I would be too.
And so he goes, she doesn't work, and she got money from the settlement, but she's impulsive with it. Like she doesn't save it.
And they don't think about the fact that you're spending all this money, but yet you're not bringing anything back in. So eventually the money's going to tap out.
It will run out. It will run out.
Yeah.
Right. So they're going to this place to work out. I've seen him post about this place on Instagram. It's called Barbell Saves, and it's a place for recovering addicts to go and work out and sort of see the power in strengthening your body. And the woman that, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Who could use it? Jax Taylor. Okay. So,
but that would give him an excuse to stay on steroids because he has to be the best there.
That's true. Bianca tells the lady, whatever her name is, that she is recently sober. And she got sober because of Daniel. And she said she realized the drinking just made her feel like shit and she didn't want to do it anymore. So good. Good. So they work every time they show her from whatever season they were on, and she's running around with that like scraggly vampire hair. I'm like, oh
it's
my
horrible.
God. Girl,
mean,
she had to have cut off like 4 inches.
Yes.
It was just long and stringy and pointy. Yeah. So they go to work out, and she is me. I am her, because she's like, I'm not in the right bra. I hate this. I don't want to run. I can do any push-ups.
I felt her at that moment.
I felt her. Yeah. And she's like, I hate it. This is horrible. And so at the end, he goes, how was it? And she goes, I really liked it. And she goes, it's hard to do things, but once I commit, I really commit. And she's kind of giving him the eyeball, like, and you should commit to me. And the talking Eddie goes, yeah, I feel a lot of pressure from her. I feel really rushed in this relationship. But I do believe we were brought together for a reason. I do believe we belong together. But he says, as a person with addiction, I crave chaos. And there's a devil and an angel. And everybody wants to feel secure and happy and at peace. But I don't feel that.
Well, again, because he lives with Bianca.
Right.
That does not look like a peaceful household at all to me.
And maybe now that she's not drinking it, it's not that underlying current of, is she going to go out and drink? Is he going to be mad? Maybe that kind of solved one problem. But I do think that he should have been on the Keisha plan and banged a few girls before he got with her. Because I think that ends up being why they break up. So, and also we all remember when we saw on social media that she was at his cousin's wedding as a bridesmaid and he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And now we know why. Okay.
Yes, we do.
So he tells the gym lady that he hadn't been around for a bit because he had a slip. He drank. And she hugs him and says, like, I'm here for you. And he says he was 5 years sober, but he went to see his cousin and was so upset about something with, Bianca, whatever, that he had some shots at the airport. And he says, I haven't told Bianca. I haven't told anyone. And he cries and was like, I let myself down. It's really sad because it's really sad. A lot of people say that relapse is part of recovery, but to which I say, no, I don't think you need to have that attitude. Relapse is not part of recovery. You need to be in recovery. You know what I mean? Some people do relapse, and if you can hop right back on and get back to your recovery, that's great. And that's what happened here.
I feel bad for him. It sucks that he's not even she's such a bad partner that he can't even go and talk to her and say, look, this is what happened. I'm okay. I'm back on it. Can you imagine how much she would freak out if he told her?
She would be like, "Oh, I guess that means I can go and drink. See you later. I'm going to do shots with my friends."
Yes, it
Yeah,
does. That's
yeah.
exactly what she would do. Yeah,
And by
her and
friends, I
her.
mean your cousin, because I don't have any friends. Yeah.
She's no, she does not have. I don't think she seems like she's good at making friends. No.
Mm-mm. So poor thing. So anyway, I'm sorry for him, and that I'm sorry that he relapsed. I'm glad he's back on
Yeah.
it. So, she goes to see Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we met Celeste, who is engaged to Gator, who doesn't
We
believe in
love
their
Gator.
love, and we love Gator.
Yes. Yes.
Celeste needs to go see Bianca's hairstylist because her hair is also long and
Yeah.
pointy.
But it wasn't like that when we first saw
Mm-mm.
her. So I'm wondering, is she trying to grow it out for the wedding because she wants some long flowing hair?
She needs to cut
That
it
ain't
about
it.
6 inches. Mm-mm.
It looked pretty bad.
So this is beyond awkward and weird because this girl, they don't know each other. They are not
Mm-mm.
friends. This is not her buddy. No.
And Celeste is very giggly.
It's super awkward and giggly because I think Celeste is like, "Oh my God, am I getting
Yes.
an Amazon gift card for this? Because I do have a baby coming in. Oh, that would be great for some diapers."
And then
So,
it makes her look like she doesn't have friends in real life, that she had to only go to Bianca to go wedding dress shopping with.
right. And you know that that's not true. That's probably
That's
why
not
she's
true.
laughing. She was like, "I've already
Yeah.
picked out this dress. Girl, bitch, you're barely even
Yes.
invited to my wedding." Um,
Exactly.
so I said the gay guy at the place is also too giggly and does not want to be there.
Well, but he wanted to look. He is me in a scene that I'm not supposed to be in. You're going to notice me 100%. I don't care how loud I got to be. I don't care how I will wear neon. I will wear a fucking hat, derby hat, whatever I got to do. You're going to see me. I'm going to get discovered. So I appreciated everything. He's like, I've only got 5 seconds and I'm going to work it. So I get it. I respect that. Yes.
Oh,
You
it's
do that.
so funny. But he was when he was like, whoosh,
Yes.
opened those curtains and was like,
Yes.
couldn't even open his eyes. He was like,
Yes.
"Here she comes, looking beautiful." You're like,
Yes.
"Open your
Yes.
eyes." Are you
Right.
surprised too? Open your eyes. Um, okay. So
You're not the groom. You can see the bride in her dress. Open your eyes.
so Bianca tells us she was recently a bridesmaid at Daniel's cousin's
Mhm,
wedding, and he did not attend because he went to see his cousin. How many cousins
mhm.
does he have? Because we met the one cousin on the show.
We
Then she
met
was
this cousin before.
and then he went and saw his cousin, and then she was a
Mhm.
bridesmaid in the other cousin's wedding. He got a lot of cousins.
So the girl cousin that we met, this was her wedding, I believe.
Okay. All right.
And so the guy cousin that we met who got drunk with Bianca, that's who Daniel went to go and see while Bianca was at the other cousin's wedding, which is still weird because wouldn't they be cousins too? Unless it's cousins from different sides of the family.
I don't
I
know,
don't
but it's a
know.
lot of
I don't
cousins.
know.
And why is
Yeah.
Bianca in the wedding? All unclear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Celeste shows her dress, which is great, but she's like, I need a flowy dress. I'm pregnant. And so then for no reason, Bianca goes, "Okay, well, I'm going to try on a wedding dress too, because actually that's why we're here." Celeste's probably already
Hmm.
fucking married. Like, I mean,
You're
this is like
right.
so
Yeah.
fake. And so
Hmm.
she tries on a black wedding dress, and the gay guy's like, "Are you ready for she's going to murder her husband? Go." So,
Yeah. I feel
Celeste,
him. I appreciate what he did. Like, look,
uh,
we're talking about him.
we're talking about him. And also, he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm getting this show. I'm getting my shop on this show. I don't
Yes.
care what kind of
Exactly.
trash I have to
That's right.
entertain."
You do
Okay.
what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Okay. So we're going to move on to Justine and Michael. And I want to remind everybody here at the end of this episode, this episode right here on Pink Shade, tacked on at the end is going to be a interview that Keisha did with Justine and Michael. It's for Keisha's show, but we agreed to put it on this show as well because
Yeah.
first of all, we want Keisha to get all the attention, and we want to hear what Justine and Michael had to say. So if you heard it over on Keisha's show, it's also here at the end of this show. And would you like to give me any inside scoop about that interview?
They were so freaking nice.
They were nice when I interviewed them a couple of years ago. I thought they were
They're
very nice
really,
too.
really nice. And like, it was like talking to friends. And when I asked him about his hair,
Yeah.
and we're talking, and he actually grabbed his cell phone because I'm like, how long did your hair get? Like, we'd moved on. He was in his cell phone scrolling. He's like, Keisha, look, this is a picture of me and how long my hair gets. And it was like to his butt.
What? Wow.
It was long, but he goes on to explain he had to cut it because it was so unhealthy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was blown out and it was like to his butt. And of course,
Ew,
you know
that's
what
not
I did.
cute.
Well, you know what I did. I'm like, well, next time that happens, save me the hair so I can make a wig.
And
But
was
they
how
were
was she?
really,
How was
really
she?
nice.
Because people mostly I like her fine, but people mostly don't like her. How was she?
She was great. And she even touched about some of her insecurities as well.
Uh-huh.
Because even Mike said, okay, Keisha's just going right on in there on us. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
she was
yeah.
cool. But I will say one thing. She did say that this season she was accepting the hair and makeup that is provided by the show.
What do you mean?
How so
Huh?
I guess you can say, yeah, I want hair and makeup for when they do their little confessionals and things
Yeah,
like
uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have a choice. You could get your hair and makeup done, but for seasons, she has not done that. She's like, I'm gonna do it this season. I'm like, great.
Why would she not do it in the past to have somebody
I,
professionally fix you?
I don't know. But from what I saw with my two eyes,
Uh-huh.
she probably should got her own makeup artist to do her makeup.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't noticed that they had a talking head that didn't look great, but I have also haven't wasn't staring.
It was the eyebrows.
Let me look.
One is up way more than the other one. You can hardly tell on that picture, but
Yeah.
when like it's on screen, that's all I can see.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're looking
one's
at a
up here,
picture
one's
right
up there.
now. Yeah, I see what you're
Mhm.
saying. Now, sometimes that just is your face. That you know what I mean. Your face is not symmetrical, but you're saying the artist could have made them look a little more even.
Yeah,
Yeah, she looks good there,
yeah,
though. I gotta tell
yeah.
you.
She does look good. Yeah, I was like,
God,
really? I was like, you should do that.
God bless. Doesn't his son Michael Jr. look so much like Michael in this picture because Michael's put on some
Mm-hmm.
weight? You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We. Okay. Well,
Michael
good.
still looks good.
Everybody, listen to that interview. I'm going to listen to it too. I hadn't heard it yet. I'll listen to it
Oh,
too.
okay.
I'm gonna go listen to it on your feed so you get the hits for it. Okay.
That would be like awesome and amazing.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
So, they're preparing for Thanksgiving. She's got the new baby Million strapped to
Mm-hmm.
her, and baby Maddie is around. She's adorable. Then we also have Kylie, Melody, Michael Jr., Bentley, and Santana. So she's like
Mm-hmm.
something, something, 9 kids. Well, there's only 7 here, so quit saying 9 because the 2 are not
Because
allowed to come
there's
to your house.
two.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I think they're allowed to come, but they ain't living there.
what are those little babies' names?
Nova.
Nova is the girl. She's the only one without the M name. Mason.
Yeah. Mason. That's right.
Mason.
Very good. This is why we work together.
That's right.
We
Somebody's
each
gonna
remembered a name.
that's
Yeah.
right. Good for us.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, God, we're missing someone. She was like, "It's so too bad my mom had to, work on Thanksgiving."
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do have 2 other kids, but all right.
Yeah.
So Kylie talks to Melody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you visited Nevada State because Melody's looking at colleges, and
Right.
she says, I applied to something else, which sounds like maybe it's like a community college or a junior college.
Right.
And they're like, go to Nevada State, go to UNLV, like go to a university. Don't worry about how
Yeah.
we can afford it. Like, but also, by the way, she might want to start off at community college and then go to college. I mean, a lot of people do that.
And it's cheaper to do it that way
Yeah.
as well. So yeah.
Did you know in the state of Virginia, and maybe other people have this, but in the state of Virginia, if you do 2 years I know for sure, Nova, Northern Virginia Community College, if you do 2 years at Nova and keep a 3.53 GPA, you are
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed acceptance into any college in the state of Virginia. I'm talking UVA, which is sort of
Oh.
Ivy League-ish. You could go to JMU, you could go to Virginia Tech, you could go to any public university you could go to. So you could go to
I
2
know
years
nothing's
to
like
Northern
that
Virginia
here.
Community College, keep a
Yeah.
good GPA, and you get automatic acceptance to UVA, and then you're a UVA graduate.
I have never heard of that before. I don't think it's Like,
Isn't that
I
amazing?
could be wrong. Yeah, but that's pretty damn cool too.
That's
Yeah.
really great. So she could do something like that. She could be like, "Hey, I'm not quite sure." She's also young. She's only 17, and so maybe she
Right.
doesn't want to be young going to college, whatever.
Right.
So they're talking about college, and that's when she's like, Justine's like, "Look, don't worry about the money. You know, we will
Mhm.
figure it out. Like, you have the grades. You should go to a university if you want to, whatever." And the talking head, he goes, "It is a lot with money. We got one in college, we got one going to
Yep.
college, and then we got two more will be going to college, and it's a
Yep.
lot." Then we find out Melody got into a fist fight at school. This was shocking to me.
I know. But she looks like she could throw some hands.
Well, when she was like, "Yeah, look, whatever happened happened. Like somebody came at me, I had to defend myself."
I don't think it was her first fight.
Yeah, I kind of got the feeling like because they were just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Melody got in a fight at school." What?
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe she's a little bit of a hothead.
Maybe. And
Mhm.
Michael says, "This is not what I want for my kids." Like, honestly, of course
Right.
I would want her to defend herself, but I would never want anything to escalate. I would having one of my kids incarcerated would be the worst that could ever
Yeah.
happen to me.
Yeah.
And I really believe him. I really do.
Oh, me too.
I do believe that he's very sincere. And I think he's gonna
Yes.
be I think he's gonna be like Brittany and Marcelino. I think he is specifically a really good case study on people getting out and actually
Being
making something of
successful.
themselves and being successful. Yeah. This is
But
somebody
we
that could talk
did.
about land and power couple and maybe it could happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I mean, just don't forget, we did witness Brittany beat the holy shit balls out of her friend in that parking lot.
we did.
But hey, like Melanie said, sometimes shit happens. It pops off, and then you carry on
Sometimes I have to drive to my friend's place of business and lure them to the parking lot to beat them up. But
at their own
hey,
job. Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, it
Uh-huh.
happens.
Hmm.
So I had forgotten about that. So then they talk about Melody going to school, and this is Justine and Michael are talking in the kitchen, and she goes, "Yeah, and I really do want to do the wedding, And he
Hmm.
goes, "Oh, you said you were fine with the jail wedding." She goes, "Well, I mean, yeah, that was special that day, but no, I
Yeah.
think now I'd like to have a wedding." And the talking head, Michael goes, "I kind of feel like I owe it to her for number one, sticking
Hmm.
with me. And also, this second pregnancy
Right.
was very high risk. And I think,
Yes.
yeah, if she wants a wedding, she deserves it." And so he goes, "What do you think, though? Like, how much would a wedding cost?" By the way, she doesn't work anymore as a pharmacist assistant,
Mm-mm.
and we don't know
Mm-mm.
what the fuck he does. How they have all this
Mm-mm.
money? It's not from the show. We don't know.
Mm-mm.
So she
One
says,
one plus one ain't equaling two in this situation.
Did you ask them how in the interview, like how do they make money or what's the job sitch?"
Kind of touched on
Okay.
that a little bit. Yeah, but you'll have to
Okay.
listen.
We're gonna listen. Okay, I'm gonna listen. So she says, "I don't know, a wedding, I don't know, like 60K?" And he's like, "What?
Girl,
What?"
girl.
And she goes, "I was
No one with
lowballing
nine
that shit."
kids, no one with 9 kids says, "Hey, I think it'll be a great idea to have a $60,000 wedding, even though I'm already married." What about a
And
vow renewal?
you gotta
Something
get those
small.
9 kids to wear matching outfits.
Yes, it's a lot.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
don't know what you're
something.
thinking.
They live in Vegas. They could find a cheap venue. Yeah.
Yes, they could. Yeah, but we haven't even heard all the extra stuff that she wants yet.
She wants a horse and carriage.
Yeah.
She says, that castle venue that I've been sending you for a couple of years. Of course, I'm just thinking, is it the same castle that Brittany liked in Kentucky? And she said, it's not. And she says, what I really need is a elephant because it's a traditional Guyanese wedding. So I'm going to need the jewelry, the clothes, the henna. I'm going to need a sword to cut the cake and the elephant. It's just the elephant is there. So when people are coming in, it sets the tone. They could take a picture with an elephant.
Okay, and that's
Girl.
where she got me all the way fucked up at because I'm one of those people. I don't like horse and carriages. I don't think that the horse should have to pull the carriage and
Yep.
all.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Gotcha.
believe in animals working. I look at animals as pets.
Okay.
I don't think no, an elephant needs to be somewhere in Africa
Uh-huh.
running with its tribe or whatever. What
Yes.
do they call a group of elephants? I really don't know.
An
They don't need to
elefy.
be an elefy. Great. I don't think that a member of the elefy needs to be at Mike and Justine's wedding.
I
For what?
agree.
Like, no. Like, to me, it's almost like animal cruelty a little bit.
Mhm.
So you can show off. And then what happens? I don't know. The elephant sees all 9 of your kids and decides to go on a fucking rampage, and he smashes through the cake and all of this and that. Like, there's lots of things that could go wrong, right? I mean, the elephant looks at the horse and said, you know what? We can work together. We can solve this problem. Let's get free. Let's get free. I just feel like we don't need the animals there. No.
Well, I mean, in Indian weddings, the bride and the groom always come in,
Yes.
on the elephants and all that. So I
Yes.
assume this is similar the way she's describing it.
Except for they're not Indian.
No, they're Guyanese.
They're Guyanese. Yes.
It's very interesting about her wanting all of this. And I think in her mind, she's like, because his family's Guyanese, I'm going to sort of adopt that culture for the wedding. He doesn't seem to give a shit. He's like, can we just do like a backyard, like invite 100 people and get away with this for like $4,000?
And this is the first time we're ever hearing about him being Guyanese. We've heard Puerto Rican, we've heard Dominican. We've heard a lot Dominican, but not Guyanese until this right here.
They showed his dad. They showed his dad, so his dad must be Guyanese. But I've never heard it.
I guess he's not, but I mean, he easily could have passed for Dominican. I don't know, but I'm kind of like, where did the Guyanese part come from? Did they do like an ancestry DNA kit, and she saw that 1% Guyana?
Yeah,
and it's like, we're Guyanese theme wedding, like.
So their friends come over. It's Jay and Missy. It's unclear if Jay and Missy are together, but they're both there.
Right.
Jay is Michael's barber. And thank you, Jay. We thank you, Jay, for Michael's new hair. It looks great. He says Jay is like a celebrity barber. He says, like, if boxers or UFC fighters come in, he's the kind of guy that does that. We see Kylie's boyfriend quickly. His name is also Jay. That was quick. Yeah. Mike says, look, I don't have a lot of friends. So when I started going to Jay, we started hanging out a lot. And then Mike says, all right, everybody, we have an announcement. Of course, everybody's worried it's a baby. It's not. Her tubes are tied. So
no, they're out.
Tubes. She's got everything out of there.
It's all, the tubes are gone.
Everything's gone. Okay. No more pregnancy. So then Mike goes in to apparently a home studio where there are 2 employees. Huh? Who are these people? There's just 2 people in there that didn't invite to Thanksgiving that are working.
Were the kids. I thought they were the 2 of the kids.
No, these are 2 people that are not associated with the event. 2 employees working on Thanksgiving. Get up. And he's like, can we have the room? What's happening? You have this 9 kids and you use one of the rooms as a studio? Somebody needs to be sleeping in there.
I agree 100%. I was like, when did that happen? Well, hopefully he won't punch a hole through one of the studio walls like he did the kid's bedroom.
That's right. So he tells Jay, like, look, I don't cut hair. All I know is that barbers pay for their chair, for their space. And he says right now he and Justine have a business where they loan out luxury cars. So they bought 8 luxury cars. And when people come to Vegas, they rent the cars with them to be like big ballin'. Nice. And which is a pretty good business. Except for you had to buy the luxury cars and you have to keep up the maintenance on luxury. Okay. So
again, the money, where's the money coming from?
Where's the money coming from?
To do all this.
So he's talking to Jay and he goes, so what we're going to do is we're going to rent the booths and it's going to have like girls, like a salon on one side, like barbershop on the other, And then he tells us that he has promised Jay the money to start this new place for $100,000. He has promised Jay $100,000. Could you just come up with $100,000?
Well, and then I also don't think it's a great idea to have the girls right here and then the boys right there, because girls don't want guys to see them walking into the salon without their hair being done. So to me, that's not going to work unless like there's a wall where they can't see each other.
Right. And then it's just 2 spaces. So it makes no sense. And so
$100,000. Where did that come from?
Where did it come from? And he goes, Jay, man, I got a problem. Cause like, I know I've already committed to you for our new business, but yeah, Justine wants a wedding that costs like $60,000. And I haven't even told her about this business with you. And it's crazy to drop $60K for like one night of a wedding or to do this $100,000 for this new salon where I can try to build equity. And to which I say, where does the money come from? We don't understand. We don't get it. Okay. All right. Let's move on to what everybody's been waiting for. And it's Quiana and Damondrick And I guess we're trying to believe that Jawalia is somehow, I'm trying to get their threesome picture, but I don't have it. So, um, everybody, we're to believe that Jawalia is somehow involved, but the time has come, everybody. And
Hear ye, hear ye. Wig Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Keisha presiding.
All right. Wig Court is now in session. You and your wigs may now be seated.
Yeah. We got a real Wig Court happening with Jawalia. Keisha, what can you tell us about this wig?
It's literally like she went to Party City and said, "Hey, thinking about being Andy Warhol for Halloween this year. What you got?" And this was the best that they had right here. Look, it's synthetic looking. I don't know if it's synthetic or not, but it looks pretty fucking synthetic to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's thin. It's not tapered down.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I did not understand is the scenes that we saw her in, she has a head wrap so that it all holds down. But to me, clearly, she didn't put any products in it to help it lay down. It doesn't fit. The color's awful. The wig is so bad, it's making her glasses be lopsided. She's got fucking like a scale thing going on.
But Keisha, me knowing nothing about wigs, first of all, I think her eyelashes are put on funky, which now we know that a professional person did this. I think her eyelashes are too long, and then she put the glasses on and they bumped the lashes.
No, ma'am.
If they have a professional helping them, then
a professional a professional will also do what you tell them to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I mean, what a professional can't do anything. That is a synthetic wig. And you can make a synthetic wig look great, but this is bad. Like, I'm seriously, it looks like a Party City wig that she just got out the bag and shook it a little bit and slapped it on her head. Like,
did
maybe
you notice?
Well, because the glasses aren't straight and just everything's confused.
Well, number one, it's like she cut it herself. Okay, to me, it looks like she put it on and was like, "Oh, the bangs are a little long. Let me just get some kitchen scissors." To me, that's number one. And then number two, when we saw her, when her friend came, or her aunt or whoever came over to help her with put a table together, whatever the fuck that was, that she had a wig on a long blonde wig on a stand in the kitchen that looked nice. And then we have this where she looks pretty good.
It looked good. Yeah. I think she's trying to switch it up. She's trying to figure out a way to get Damondrick back. She's like, I don't know, maybe he likes blonde pixie cuts. Let me try this on. Maybe this will work. I don't know. She makes herself look wet. I mean, she's an attractive-ish girl, but she makes herself look so cheap. Between the flesh-colored bodysuits that we saw last,
loves a flesh-colored everything.
I don't understand it. This wig, the glasses, the eyelashes, she looks like a hood chick.
All right. So, what is your final verdict here on Wig Court?
Whatever time that Courtney has in jail, that's how much time she needs to serve in jail as well. Because
it has been said.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
No probation for her.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So we start off this with 3 houses. So we're supposed to, be tricked here, which we're not. It's 4 months for Damondrick out of prison. And we hear Dad coming out doing his lines. The production told him, and he's like, "I thought you were moving. I'm trying to get space for to play Xbox Fortnite." Is Fortnite?
We know he loves. I don't know, but we heard it a lot during this episode between the granddad and the kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fortnite sponsoring this episode. I was like, why do we have to keep hearing about Fortnite?
But we do know his dad does love his video game.
He does love his Xbox. So,
yes,
then we see Jawalia's house where kids are like shit talking each other about Fortnite. Then we go to Quiana's house and we meet her children, which we have not met before. This is Jeremiah and Janiyah, and they are saying they're excited for new beginnings. So now Dad said, back over there, Dad says to Damondrick, Are you nervous about moving in? And then we got a lot of BS about making us try to think he's going back to live with Jawalia.
Yeah.
Because we do know he stayed with her for a bit, because remember, she was folding his clothes. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we see all his texts with Jawalia when he got busted
Yep.
for sexting with her, and he was cheating on Quiana. And then we get this trick where we're supposed to think he's going to Joela's house, but then Quiana
Mhm.
comes in and he says, here we are together, maybe third time's the charm, blah, 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 48th time, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Jawalia is talking to Damondrick Jr. about his party. And we have seen that pretty recently she was arrested for something with drug
Yes,
involved.
she
And
was.
she
Mhm.
maybe she's got the GHB, because she does seem pretty zoned out.
She's just like,
Yeah.
Like there's no highs, there's no lows. She doesn't get excited. She doesn't get angry. There's just
Right.
facial expression does not change. The only thing that changes on her face is the level where her glasses are tilted at. That just
Mhm.
that's all we got. Yeah, she's kind of odd. If you
Yeah.
ask
And
me.
maybe she is, maybe she's on
Something.
the scissor up in the lean and the GHB.
Maybe.
Look at us.
Maybe.
So her friend, her aunt, her cousin, somebody comes over. And now we're over at Quiana's, and he's bringing his stuff in laundry baskets.
Yeah.
Now, this house last year, I said was an
Mhm.
Airbnb, but now I do think it's her
Mhm.
house. I think what happened last year was she cleared everything out to make it look neat. And she
Mhm.
just real quick ran to Home Goods and got some curtains and stuff and didn't steam them out or
Mhm.
anything. So it looked like an
Mhm.
Airbnb. But now there are personal photos everywhere, because she gave up the idea
Mhm.
that it could look perfect. So I do think it's her house.
And I have to wonder, like, did some of it have to do with like she couldn't have pictures of the kids because the dad hadn't agreed?
Mm,
Because we didn't. The baby daddy is the reason that we knew that she had kids, because he's like,
right.
imagine my shock, my baby mama's on TV. Well, where are her kids at? So
You're right.
that's that.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. So, or they just heard this show and said, hey, we should make it look more lived in. So,
Right.
anyway, Quiana and Damondrick, they say they're mending. They're trying to come together as one. They ask her what happened to the engagement ring. And he's like, no, she does not get it back. She threw it at me. And they kind of joke about it. And he goes, you want me to say something else about the ring? And she goes, no. So I don't know what that means. Maybe he's like, you ain't getting it back. It's a nice ring. You don't get it. So her kids are there. And do they say, when he walks in, do they say dad is home, or do they say, yay, you're home?
I thought it was yay. I really hope it was not dad.
Not dad.
I hope not.
Jeremiah is 7, and the daughter, whose name I've already forgotten, even though it's
Janiyah.
She's 5. They're cute. You could tell she put on like a nice dress, like a church dress.
Yeah.
Like, welcome. It was cute.
Yeah.
And so, the mom's like, that dress is only for church. Don't put it on. She's like, but he's coming home. I got to put on my nicest dress.
Right.
The talking head, she says, my kids are the world to me, and I do anything for them. And they were with G-Paw when Damondrick and I were getting adjusted to our new life. But I'm happy now we're all under one roof. And no, I am not worried about Jawalia at all. Have you seen her? Have you seen her wig? Have you seen her glasses? Not concerned. Okay.
And can we give it up for G-Paw? I mean, G-Paw we have to remember, G-Paw is not Quiana's biological dad. It's her stepdad. We've not heard anything about her mom, anything about her real dad, but G-Paw steps up for her every single time.
You're right. We love G-Paw.
Yeah, we do.
So over at Jawalia's, she's talking to this aunt, sister, cousin, I don't know who it is. And she says, I can't sit around and worry about this guy. And now this is when I noticed she's got the head wrap on, keeping the wig down, but in the background, she had like a long blonde wig on it. Whatever. All right. So the talking head, Jawalia says, he's not committed to Quiana. He goes from relationship to relationship, and he tries not to play with my emotions, but he does have days where he says he misses me. And I don't know why. It just must be the coochie. It has to be the sex. I don't know. Quiana, she just does too much. And I'm sure he's talking to other women, but Quiana just singled me out. But don't fuck with me. Okay, Jawalia, I think somebody
What emotions was she talking about? Because we didn't see any of them. Like,
we could just push you over and you fall because you just are high as fuck or something. I don't know.
And I've seen on TikTok, Damondrick and Quiana, they really are cute. Like they look really, really happy. They're with the kids. They're goofy. I mean,
Good.
I hope he's not dicking around on her.
Well, maybe he knows, Jawalia, maybe, well, I hope he doesn't know that she has some sort of substance issue and then the kids are still there. I mean, maybe he's just out of prison, so we can't do anything about it.
Right.
But, more to come. So Damondrick tells Quiana, he goes, all right, I got to go over to the baby mamas to see what for my son's birthday. I got to see what he's got, what he needs. You say no.
Nope. That's why we got the FaceTime. We got FaceTime for that. We got text messages. There is no reason for you to go over there. You better ask that boy what he wants, and then that's what you get. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I mean, tell me that didn't make sense to you too.
Well, it's a show.
He has to go over there.
And Joelle is obviously getting paid to be on the show, so that's good. It does say that she is in food service.
Okay.
And it also it does say in their little thing together, which again I don't have it. Their little thing together, it does say under Quiana it says hairstylist, but didn't she have a second job?
It. Yeah, she was like a pharmacy tech.
Pharmacy tech.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something that makes good money. So okay. So for the birthday party, Damondrick goes, look, Jawalia really doesn't want you there. But, the kids, I'll take the kids, but like, she doesn't want you there. And she goes, how am I going to, my kids are going to go, but I'm not going to go. Like, no. And he goes, it's a work in progress with her. Like, we got to take it slow. So over at Jawalia's, she's told Damondrick, bring some pizza, bring some dinner or something. And in the talking head, he goes, I think, my kids and Quiana's kids can all get along. And I'm hoping I'll be able to provide for all these kids. What's his job?
What's the other ones I have?
Yeah. And because we do know that there's other kids besides the ones with Jawalia that we haven't mentioned. So
there's 6 in total.
Right. And Jawalia has, she has 2 biological kids of his and one that we think he adopted was her other kid.
And I doubt there was really an actual legal.
Well, it's just yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the producer says, and we didn't see that cute little squishy baby this time. That little baby was so cute. So producer says, are you sleeping with Jawalia? And they kind of make us think because he's like, and they like do the psst music, but he goes, no, been there, done that. Now, I'm not saying if the kids went to bed and she was throwing it at him, I'm not saying he'd say no.
I would hope he would say no.
I hope he would. But then they sit down to eat pizza with the kids and they tell the kids, like, take the pizza to your bedroom.
Exactly.
I was like, what?
Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Let them sit
That's
there
how it gets started. Yeah.
So Damondrick says, all right, why can't Quiana come to the birthday party? Her kids can come, but she can't come. And she goes, no, she cannot come. You can bring those kids, but she cannot come. She goes, why would I want her at the party? Look what she did, posted my stuff on social media. She apparently, and here we get this picture, she says, Quiana went through his phone and got some sexy pictures that she had sent to Damondrick and then posted them all over Facebook. But by the way, her wig looks good. Your body is pretty banging.
But all that stuff she has on is way too big.
Well, also, it's like, is it sexy to have toilet paper in the background? Probably not.
No.
No.
Unless you're into that kind of stuff. I don't know, but no, it's not sexy at all.
And she goes, it's not cool. It's not cool that she did that. I could do the same to her. Well, you didn't think of it first, so too bad.
Yeah.
And they're talking heads. She says, I do not have to respect Quiana. She went through the text between us and found what she wanted to find and didn't find all the stuff where he wanted to come home or to be with me and all that. So, and that's the end. Now, what we get now is this season on, we see Zariah, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Her and Troy.
Yeah. So we see Zariah, whatever her name is, try on a wedding dress. And then we see Troy crying and he's on the floor going, and he's going, I get it. We don't know what that's about.
He's just as dramatic as she is.
Also always high as fuck.
Yep.
Looks like JK proposes to Brooke because she's like, boy, what you doing? She's just so country.
She's so country.
Later, we see them on the couch, and the stepdad is yelling, "You don't fucking listen," which has me to believe she's pregnant. Later, Brooke gets into a fist fight, I guess with Alex, maybe Bonnie, unclear.
I couldn't tell.
She's been threatening to punch a bitch since we first met her, so I'm glad she's finally getting it
I think
done.
she will. Yeah.
Mhm. Looks like LaTisha and Keith have banged it out in the limo, but now they're in different outfits. And then she's asking him, how did this P word feel? And then they get back home, or they're at a halfway or something, and she sees a picture and it's like, who's this bitch? Okay,
Yeah.
unclear. Quiana and Damondrick kick production out of their room. It's sexy time. And then we see him lick her in a talking head. We didn't need that. Then we see Jawalia saying, no, Quiana cannot come to the party, especially since we're still fucking.
Oh,
And
shit.
he looks shocked that she said that. And the talking head, Jawalia goes, he's definitely been over to my house like 50 times. 50 is a lot. Then we see Quiana on the phone, but running out of the salon where she works. And we see the boss lady with the weird under neck tattoo saying, God, I had to help her take her mic off. And then let's never forget, we had that really fun guy that worked there. And
you love him.
I love him. Wait, where? I think I deleted his drop that I have where he said snitching.
You love that guy.
God, I loved it when he was so funny. And he was like, you know how he's getting out of prison early? Snitching. God, I love that guy. God, shit, I deleted that drop. I had it on my computer. Okay. Okay. Then we see Bianca talking to Daniel, and Bianca tells Daniel, you're actually crazy. And then he says, what? Oh. You're not an honest person. I cannot fuck with you. And she goes, great, leave the house. Okay. Then we see her driving off, and production is like, can you tell us what happened? And she's like rolling up her window like,
oh boy.
I can't fully understand what happens here, but it seems Justine and Michael get in a fight, and she calls him a mama's boy. And then she says to production, don't follow me.
I love when they do that.
Don't follow me. I'm mic'd up.
Even though it's not a contract.
It's not a contract, and I'm supposed to film until 4:00, but don't follow me.
Yep.
Courtnee comes out of prison. It's like, where's Will? Where's Will? And all we hear, I think it's like that guy that's their sponsor, and goes, he's not here, but I'm here. We see Will yelling at Courtnee, just tell me who you're sleeping with. And she's like, what? And then they're sitting together in a talking head. And then he goes, you should tell me the truth this time. And she laughs like crazy, like she always does.
Yeah.
If you only knew.
Yeah.
Which means she's not sleeping with anybody. She's laughing to be like, I was on drugs the whole time. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You guys, that's it. That's
it.
Our new episode of Life.
It's good to be back.
Life After. What is the name of the show? Life After Lockup?
Life. We're in life. Whenever we see Michael and Justine, we're in life.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
We're in for life. That's for sure.
Yes.
But guys, just a reminder, right after this episode, that Ingrid might put a commercial in between, just fast forward. It's going to be Keisha's interview with Michael and Justine. And if you want to get Keisha the download, go over and listen to it on her show.
Or do both.
Or do both. I don't care. Whatever. You've already listened this far, so I've already got the download from you. But go over and give Keisha the download. She did interview them. I'm very excited to hear it myself. And what else is happening over on the Libra Lounge, Keisha?
Just got back from interviewing the cast of Heart and Hustle Houston, which is on OWN Network. Yes. Yeah. They had a really cute mixer that I got to go to. That was very exciting. Not sure. I know Questions with Keisha is coming back this week. Other than that, you know me. I just get up in the morning and say, hey, I think we're going to record today.
Okay, good.
You know me. I'm not responsible like Mary Payne.
See where it got me. Everybody, please follow Keisha, the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Listen to her podcast wherever you get podcast, and follow her on the Instagram and the TikTok. Yep. And please follow me too. It's at Pink Shade Pod. And hey, are you a social media manager? Reach out to me. I might need a new person. So that's something that's happening over here. So if you're still listening and you heard that part, let me know. And Keisha, I'll be back tomorrow with TLC Tuesday with Kimberly. And this week on the show I'm just trying to stall really quickly so I can tell you who's on Thursday for Poppin' Bravo. It is Gibson Johns. That's right. My buddy, Gibson Johns. Love that guy.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact about Gibson Johns. His parents founded Scout Bags. I love Scout Bags.
What the hell is that?
Look up Scout Bags and you'll recognize them.
I'll have to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, love him, and he's on this week. And of course, you guys don't forget, also covering Match Me Abroad with Keisha, The Valley with Keisha, Welcome to Plathville with Amy, Hunt for Love with Amy, 90 Day UK with Kimberly. So yeah, if you counted, that's 8 episodes this week. And guys, starting August 13th, we'll be adding one more, and that's Love is Blind UK. We'll be on the $10 level of Prime with Keisha. So
can't wait.
If you guys think I'm going to be put back in the hospital, it's possible. It's possible.
Nope, we're not even putting that. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Just kidding. That's not going to happen. All right, everybody. We will see you later this week for The Valley and Match Me Abroad. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. I'm super excited to introduce my, this is one of my favorite couples from one of my, reality shows that we always talk about. I've got Michael and Justine from Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, and Life After Lockup. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Pretty good. So I've got a few questions for you. You guys have been a fan favorite since since we saw Justine in that Catwoman jumpsuit.
There you go.
We always hear this catsuit stuff. Always.
Yeah, she was looking pretty hot, and she had the long hair. She had the 55 inches going on right there. So let me ask you guys, what made you decide to come back to the show? Because for some odd reason, I felt like the last season you guys were on was going to be it for you.
Yeah. No, I don't really see an end in sight, but I just feel like we're not done. We're not done inspiring. We're not done showcasing what we have going on. Everything's always changing with us. There's always kids coming, going. There's always stuff going on. So I just don't feel like there's an end anytime soon. So yeah, we're gonna be around a bit.
People from other places always hit us up too. So even if we weren't doing this, we'd definitely be doing something else. We always get asked about a lot. So I mean, we're gonna rock this out as long as it goes, because we love being on the show, and my favorite part is like the documentation of it, being able to watch it 10 years from now with my kids and say, look, this is when we did that TV show back in Vegas. So that's what I love about it the most. But we also have people who always like, hey man, when you guys ready to slide over here, and so I know there will be opportunities moving forward if we're not on the show. So it's not just because it's an opportunity; it's because we enjoy doing it.
Yeah, but I love being on the show. I've been on for so long now. It's now part of me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You guys could get your own spinoff called 9 is Enough.
Oh, I like that.
I actually do like that. 9 is enough.
Okay, if y'all get that show, just give me a little something. Slide me a little something underneath.
I'm gonna take some right off the top and slide it to you, Keisha.
So tell me how the kids are adjusting to being part of a family of 11.
Well, there's always some BS going on. Always, for sure. There's never a dull moment. Some people are not messing with these people today. They hang out with their brother, or sometimes, me and him will get into something, and then my kids boom over here with me, and his kids go that direction. Like there's definitely becomes lines in the sand. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The kids are like really into it. It's like I gotta have my kids back too. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
It becomes so hard with a blended family. Like everybody has their own personalities, and we're not dealing with all little kids here. You know what I mean? We're dealing with 16, 18, 20. So they have their personality. They are who they are. So it's for sure different. It's hard, but for the most part, they all love each other. But do they all like each other every day? No, not even a little.
That's just family life, period. It's like, I'm obligated to love you, but I'm not obligated to like you or get along with you. So I totally get it. Yeah.
So it gets messy.
Which kid had a smooth adjustment, and which kid had the hardest time adjusting?
None.
To each other?
To the whole situation, the new babies and
None.
everything.
None.
Okay.
They all had their issues.
They all had their issues. They all had their moments. But if I was gonna say one person that's has been the easiest with the blending, the babies, the TV, I would definitely say it's his son Michael. He's the most easygoing out of everything. He's helpful. He's pretty cool with stuff. He's a pretty laid back kid. He's pretty chill. You know, my older daughter Kylie, she's pretty chill with it because she's older and she's like, you know what, like I'm gonna come home, I'll film, and I'll go. But
even then, Michael had comments to say about you being pregnant and stuff. He was just
but he was the most easygoing on me.
They all had. I think the blending of our family shook everyone up, even our family, like our family members. So
yes.
I don't think I don't think anyone was team us. It's just being real. No, I don't think any kid was like, I'm happy that they're together. I think they all secretly wanted to enjoy us.
Well, we didn't get to see that much of it on the show at all. You know, we saw a little bit of tidbits here, a couple of tidbits there, but nothing where we could say that kid's really having a hard time dealing with this. Nothing like that. But I get it because my mom had 2 kids back to back when I was 14. And I was like, why are you even still having sex? Like, what?
Yeah, they think we're like dinosaurs.
What is going on?
They're like, hey,
it's just like, it's
like,
very weird. I get it. So, Justine, so we saw on one of the previews that it looks like you're planning a wedding. And what made you decide to do that in the midst of raising 9 kids? I'm assuming college tuition and Mike's career.
Okay, perfect. Now to lay it all out there. You know, I just feel like my life is all sacrifice. It's all sacrifice to the kids. I take my job as a mom very, very seriously. There isn't anything that I miss. So I just felt like this is something for me. Like, you know, it's like I've had a rough couple years as far as waiting for him. That was 3.5 years, and then coming home being pregnant for 2 years, and now it's like, okay, like I feel like I deserve a day, one day. Just one.
I mean, even with Justine being pregnant back to back, her hormones are still not.
Yeah, like I'm still balancing.
It takes about 3 years for like a woman to really get back to herself. So she restarted the clock again when Million was born. So it's, you know, for her too. It's like it's something. I just want
to feel like just special for a day. Like I want to take off my mom hat and my wife hat, and I just want to be Justine and have a great day.
I get it. I totally get it. How old are you, Justine, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 38.
Okay, so Michael, just to prepare you, you know, you talked about the hormones and everything. You've got about 10 years before you get into the perimenopause and then menopause. So enjoy this time.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yes.
See?
So, Mike, you like had all of us shooketh. Not shocked, but shooketh when you cut off the curls. What made you decide to do that? And when are you growing the hair back?
Well, I'm in process of doing it now. The thing was this, right? When I first came home, my hair wasn't healthy. Like when I went to jail, if you look at a video that I got online, it's called My Cake. In that video, you can see my hair. That's no products. It's just me taking it out of a bun. And I couldn't do that anymore. My hair was getting tangled. It was like thin. It was bad. I felt like it was ruined.
It was brittle.
It was ruined. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to keep. Like I wasn't happy with it. Everyone else loved it, but I didn't. And I'm like, yo, I don't like dragging this mop around anymore. Like I want my stuff to grow.
It was dead weight.
So then I cut it, and my hair was actually longer than this.
Wait, who cut it?
You cut it.
Okay, there we go.
Justine cut it, and then we had to film again, and I'm like, so for continuity, I had to cut my hair again. So my hair was right now would have been way longer, but you know, like it's growing. I'm not cutting it this time. So
you're not gonna cut it. How long are you gonna grow it out? How long can it get?
It can get long, like really, really long. Like I'm telling you.
My son I haven't cut my son's hair since he was 5, and he's 12 now, and he has hair just like Mike's. It's all the way down here.
Yeah.
Is that Bentley?
Yep, Bentley.
Yeah, Bentley. Okay, so throughout the seasons, we've seen some strained relationships between both of you and your moms. Where do things stand with those relationships now?
For me, things are rocky at the moment just because I feel like everyone's going through like a self-growth time. Everyone's like just being weird. And I'm like, you know what? This is where I just take my step back, focus on my family, and allow everyone to grow into whoever they're gonna be. And that's why I think I'm at with my family. But I mean,
I feel like for me, which has like the relationship with my mom has been highlighted multiple times here. I feel like where we ended last season, I was in a very hurt place, Keisha. I was very hurt.
We could tell.
And what happened after the cameras stopped rolling and before they started rolling for our new season that is about to air, I didn't speak with my mom for 4 months.
Yeah.
4.5 months. So when y'all pick back up with us this Friday and the things that you're seeing, know that the girl that is feeling all those feelings hasn't talked to her mother in almost 5 months. So it was very hard for me when I was having Millie on and everything that was going on. I feel like today, you know, like
you've grown, but you guys have grown.
We have grown, but I'm trying to find the exact word. Like, we're trying. We're trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're trying. Yeah. And then tomorrow maybe we won't be, but today we are.
Yeah.
So, are you an only child, Justine?
I'm an only child from my mom. My father had another daughter. That's 4 or 5 years younger than I am. But I don't have a relationship with my dad, which is why you guys haven't ever seen him and I really talked about him at all. But his name does get brought up this season.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, that door starts to open, and I feel like it's gonna get blown wide open.
Okay, that's gonna be most definitely different because we're just used to you and your mom, and from our perspective, we could tell that the relationship is strained, but you can also see that there's a lot of care there and a lot of hurt there as well. So, long as you keep trying, that means there's still love there.
Yeah, and that's just kind of what we're doing as of late. I mean, I don't know. I just
check this out, Keisha. Right before I cut it, you ready for this?
Oh wow! Okay, next
hair.
if you ever cut your hair again, cut it and send it to me, and I'm gonna make a wig out of it.
I was telling the same thing.
Hair. So, Justine, we have seen that you've been doing some recording and some performances with Michael. Is that like a permanent career move, or do you think you're going to go back to your former career at some point?
Well, before TV and everything, I was working in nursing. I'm not going back to that. That's not
okay.
That was something, nursing originally fell into place because I needed to find a way to make sure that I had the means to provide for my family as a single mom. And so I knew it was something that I was always going to need. And now I've grown past that, and I have other ventures and things that I'm interested in. Long ago, my life was all about competitive dance. I've been a competitive dancer since 3 till forever. So the music stuff wasn't far-fetched for me to get into, and it wasn't hard for me to kind of get into. I like to entertain. I've always been an entertainer long before TV. So I feel like it was an easy thing for me to start doing. Is it the only thing I do? No, it's not. Do I want it to be my full-time career? I'm always going to want my full-time to be TV, movies. Like that's where I'm at. But I would love music to be right there underneath. It's just something that I'm continuing to work. I'm continuing to shape. I'm continuing to practice. I feel like where I'm at right now, for the amount of time I've been doing it, I feel like I am doing very well. And a lot of big name people have stamped that. So I'm feeling good about it. And I feel like I'm going to definitely be continuing going forward. It's just going to be one of the many things that are in my bag.
Got you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a Mary Poppins bag of things that you could just pull out at any given time and make money. Because if it don't make money, it don't make sense to me.
Right.
You know? So now just see, I have to ask you, where were your shoes at during that one performance?
Girl, okay, so this is the thing with the shoes, ready? Like, so mind you, right? This is my first performance ever. Like my first musical performance ever. It's like 300 degrees outside. There's a billion people. I'm having a panic attack backstage because I'm like, Mike, are you sure I'm gonna be able to do this? What about if I forget something? Oh my God. Like I was freaking out back there. So then I get up there and my feet are sweating so badly. I had to take my shoes off because I had on like flip-flop type thing, sandals, because I was like out at the beach and stuff like that. So I had to take my shoes off because if not, I would have just slipped out of my shoes. Fall. Yes. So that's where my shoes went.
The thing about that performance is it's at a very popular beach bar. And even the rappers that go there, they got no shirts on, they got tank tops with slippers. It's a thing where it's like we're here chilling and we're just gonna get on stage.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So like right now I got a show August 16th. Like we're dressing up for that. Yeah. Like you know, it's different.
I've been on stage my whole life and I've never like no. That was one of those things. It's like I wouldn't be able to wear a little cat suit or something like that. Like it just didn't go with what was going on. But yeah, I wasn't about to fall on my first performance. I was already freaking out enough. Yeah. So that's where my shoes went.
Because I had to. I'm like, I gotta ask her about the shoes.
Girl, it's all good. It's all good.
So hypothetically speaking, because we know, Justine, you did get your tubes tied, right?
I got them removed.
Okay. So hypothetically speaking, if you guys had another child, what would you name the baby?
All right, so we already like planned this out for twins. Like, because in the back of my head, I'm like, well, what my body can't do, someone else can. And as long as he's good, like I can still find a way if I really wanted to, because that's how life works. So I was like, okay, so let's just imagine we had twins. So if we had twins, the boy's name was going to be what? Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Fine, I'll say it. Wait, it was Maddox. Maddox.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then if it was a girl, go ahead, say it.
No, go ahead.
Because you forgot the names, didn't you?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Forgot them.
No, I didn't.
I said Majesty.
Majesty and
Maddox. You know I wasn't gonna come with like Mary. You know that I'm not.
We knew
we have a baby named Manhattan, and we have another baby named Million. Like I think you know her names are gonna come.
Yeah. So I co-host on Pink Shade. Like we do a weekly recap of the show. So we love it when we have a chance to say Manhattan Barbie because we try to say it like
I'm telling you. Manhattan Barbie. I mean, it has a ring. Like the name is not like you'll see it. It'll be out there.
So I agree with you because I told my daughter, I said, I gave you the perfect movie star name. Her first name is Skylar. Her middle name is British. I'm like, Skylar.
Oh, I like that.
I can see that. I can see that. Make your mama proud. So, but of course she wants to be a doctor. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, so, see, they always want to go the opposite way.
Yes. Okay. So Majesty and Maddox. Got it. Justine, how much food do you have to prepare in a day?
Okay, so 6 o'clock in the morning, first thing I'm doing, baby breakfast. You know, they do scrambled eggs with cheese. They always get fresh fruit, toast. You know,
how many eggs do you buy for a week? How many eggs?
We get the one that 60. Comes with the multiple, like multiple.
60 eggs.
Yes.
60 eggs.
And that
in about 10 days.
Yeah.
In about 10 days.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's not cheap.
Yep. The other thing we go through crazy, bread.
Milk. And the most expensive thing we go through is grapes. Because
let me tell you,
really?
Maddie and Million need to have their grapes.
Okay.
You know, I'm in like training mode for Manhattan. Like, you know, she's about to start gymnastics. So, I mean, if we're going to do gymnastics, we're obviously going to go to the Olympics. Like, because that's what we're going to do.
Of course.
So every day she does about 3 hours in the pool, split up into 2 sessions. And she does her fruit salads and she does her, you know, her things like that. So everything is kind of like gearing up to that. So we go through about a big ass thing of grapes, like at least once a day. So
she has a $10 habit.
Grapes overnight all the time.
Like people come here to deliver the grapes and they be like, "Oh, wow, these people just buy grapes. What are they doing?"
Grapes, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, cantaloupe.
I swear, it's like It's just always fruits.
Well, because you know what? It's like, okay, and now I'm instilling in her. I can either go for the brownie or I can go for the fruit. So
Right.
I'll be cool. Like I'd rather do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then forget about dinner. Like even if you want to make a whole chicken, you need to make like 3 whole chickens. Like
yeah, I was just like, I thought about it. I'm like, I gotta ask them about the food because
We spend about maybe $2,500 a month just in groceries.
I'll just
but see, I found a way to try to keep it down. Now I don't go grocery shopping anymore. I'll do everything online. So I don't
That's the best way.
I don't get stuff I don't need. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets delivered right to the house and saves me so much time. So much time. And money.
Ooh, I was just like, because I hate to cook personally. So I'm like imagining myself having 9 kids that I have to cook for every night. Like,
well, I cook too. I mean,
he'll cook, but I make a menu every Monday. The menu goes up on the fridge, and everyone knows what we're having, and they know which day of the week it's called Fend for Yourself, which means I have something to do, and you're fending for yourself. So you know, and then you have your staples. There's always peanut butter and jelly. There's always ramen. There's always raviolis or whatever. You know, I try to make everything kind of scheduled out because with all these kids, like if I don't, it's just
hectic.
Crazy.
I cook at least twice or 3 times a week. What do you think? No?
I mean, if we have the grill sparked up, but then otherwise, if you're not on the grill, like once a week, maybe. But sometimes
that's my husband. He's like, I cook. What are we grilling? I'm like, oh God.
There you go. Like he's like the grill master over here.
Yes. And then he wants to talk about it. He's like, come look at my pit. I got this new wood. Check out this wood. Like I got this new rub. And I'm like, when is the food gonna be ready? I'm like, I don't need to hear. Like it's like literally watching a show on the Food Network. I'm like, I don't care. Like, but great for you. So
you know what?
I totally get it.
I can cook really good for a dude though. You gotta admit
he can cook, and then like every once in a while we'll get a prison meal. Like he'll hook up a bag to a socket, to a this, to a that. Who the hell knows? And we'll have like random ramen with cheese and like something totally made in a bag. And it's pretty interesting because it gives us perspective to how he was. Like the kids, they were like, ew, I don't like this. I said, listen, let me tell you something. While you were sitting out here eating steak, your father was making shit in a bag like that. So you better have some respect for it and eat it so you can understand where he's been. So you don't follow up.
I love ramen with cheese. Personally, like I mean, that's a good eating for me right there. So so for the upcoming season, what can we expect from you guys and your storyline?
Transparency. It's my favorite word today. Everyone asks that, I tell them. I think we definitely gave out more this season than we've done. Because, you know, we were, like I said, in the beginning, we were very subconscious about what people were going to think. You know what I mean? I mean, we're getting into something we really don't know. So we got to kind of test the waters. And as the seasons progress, then we, you know, leave the mic on. Fuck it. I don't care if they hear you farm. Right. But now when this season came around, I was like, look, man, we got to give them 100. Like, we're not hiding anything. Whatever issues you have with your mother, your father, put it out there. Whatever issues I have with my baby mothers, my parents, I'm putting it out there. Like, we need people to know that we also go through shit they go through.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. You become more relatable. And, you know, I think with more relatability, you're going to gain more appreciation.
Agreed.
Because they're going to be like, wow, he had the balls to say that. Or she had the balls to do that. And the people live vicariously through you, which is why social media is such a big thing. They live vicariously through you. So if that's the case and you know that that's the case, then, I mean, you should be the most authentic you could be so that the person can like you for real and not for your persona. Or like I told Justine, sometimes a post can build someone up or break them down. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You put a nice picture up, you know, everyone's like, oh my gosh, she looks so great. And then you have girls that are like, oh my God, I will never look like that. But if you show them a picture when you were bigger and you went to the gym for 90 days, then you might inspire that person to do that. But without showing them that vulnerability of you being bigger, you don't give them that hope because they look up to you.
Well, they're going to see that this season with me. You're going to see it because, like, you know, when I started filming this past season, I was only, 3.5 months postpartum. So I'm vulnerable. My weight isn't jumping a cat suit. And
I get it.
it's hard for me. It's hard because I know it's going to come with a lot of criticism. Like,
and it sucks
and
for
it's
me.
hard.
It sucks for me because, and it's frustrating because I'll look at her pick herself apart, and I'm like, damn, you can't see what I see, and it's frustrating because I don't look at you like that at all. So when you say these things about yourself, or you're looking in the mirror and you're being hard about any little thing, it's like, yo, that's nothing. That's beauty. That's just part of life. You gave birth, and
I appreciate you for that. But then, like, our journeys, like in on TV and stuff, like they bring people to come talk about that stuff, and it's hard for me because it's like, yo, I just gave life to 2 children in a matter of a year. Like, y'all not giving me space to even want to give myself grace. So it's like,
people are harder on women as far as weight goes than they are on men. By far.
Absolutely. And it's like,
dad bods are in anyway. So
like y'all get called dad bod. We're called like all types of names.
Heifers.
Yeah. I mean, there you go.
Heifers. Yeah.
And like,
so, I get it.
This season. I broke down this season because my clothes didn't fit. My clothes didn't fit, and it was hard for me. But it did bring me to the point where I was like, you know what, I got to do something. And I had a baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I just sat around doing nothing. So, I have made a transformation, and I can't wait for you guys to see what the end looks like at the end of the season, because I was really trying. It was really something that was very hard for me.
I had to drag her to the gym, but she got into it, and
it's very hard.
She did a thing.
I used to weigh 350, so I get it. And much like Mike, my husband treated me the same way from 350 to where I am now. He's like, you're beautiful. I love you. He's always just treated me the same. But sometimes, you have insecurities, and I'm like, yeah, but what about my chicken neck arms? Like, you know what? We laser focus in on things, and he's like, you look great. You've lost all this weight. I'm like, yeah, but what about this? What about?
And I'm on social media too, like, you know what I mean? Like, just because I'm on TV doesn't mean that I don't go through the same stuff as other women. We see these women on social media, they're airbrushed, they're this, they're that, and the third. And it's like,
and we forget about that.
Right. It's like, oh my God, like, what the heck happened to me when I look in the mirror? But it's just like, Justine, you're natural, you're real.
You have all types of stuff. When you have that to your advantage, and you have a whole team of people that sit down and beautify you, I think any woman's going to look amazing.
No, I know, but
you know what I mean?
No, some of us still Quasimodo looking.
I mean, makeup makes up, man. I've seen some things. Makeup makes up, but what I'm saying
makeup
is,
artists are witches because they work some miracles, witchcraft, all kinds of stuff. So
all I'm saying is, I think when you have a team of people that are gonna sit down and do your hair and your makeup, and you're gonna look the best because it's not you doing it.
But see, this season, right, for our interviews, I am in full face this year. Like, I'm used to, I'm like really, see, because I'm not really a no makeup. I'm like a no makeup type girl. But we went full face this year. I'm really nervous about that, like, because I'm like, oh my God, are you gonna think I look horrible with makeup? Like, oh, I'm just a female, and I do all that weird stuff in my head of like, oh my God.
Yes, we do. But we've seen you with makeup, and you look really cute.
Thank you. It's just a combination of everything.
I get it. I totally get it. We get stuck in our heads about looks, and it's like, here's the thing: there's always someone looking at you, and I can't imagine being on TV, which one day I hope to be. Someone like looking at you and pausing and saying, "What's that? Like, look how she looks," and it's like, damn, all I did was blink, So I can't.
And then you're a topic. You're like a hashtag all over TikTok. Like, it's like, oh my God, they won't let it go.
Yeah, and then I know me, I'm gonna be trying to fight. Like, like, what you say? Okay, so let everyone know how they can find you guys on social media.
Yeah, man.
You can find me on Instagram at It's Juju's World, a little underscore. And you can find this guy, The Real Montana Mills, also on Instagram. We both have TikTok. We're always on live. You can definitely find us and check us out.
Okay, so this Friday, August 1st, is the season premiere of Life After Lockup. Make sure you check your local listings for timing. And I'll be watching because we got to recap the show because every Monday on Pink Shade.
We're on AMC Plus now. So you got AMC Plus, TV, All Black. So it's there.
You'll find us.
we're super excited about this upcoming season, and we cannot thank you guys enough for taking time to talk to us. Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much.
Have a great day, Keisha.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, you too.